It's a little early. Currently going to work right now. But before work, you know what I had to buy? To buy good old fashioned honey. It's a little early right now to get some good old fashioned honey, and I'm gonna tell you why. So, honey has, I believe it's a mineral, right? Honey has a mineral in it, and that mineral is boron. Boron indirectly increases your testosterone, your T levels, right? And I've been raving about this thing that I've been calling peak performance, right? Peak performance is basically when you're fully optimized, right? Peak performance is obviously what the name is. You're operating at the highest level as you can, like the highest level right now. What's that movie called where he was where he basically was taking pills to basically operate as, like, you know, fast as possible, you know? I forgot the name of the movie. Performance, it's just like you're optimized, right? Like, you know what to do. Like, you're talking like to the T, right? Like, you look to the T. Whatever you're doing, whatever you put your hands on, you know, is to the T. So one of the greatest things that you can do to aid you into getting into peak performance is optimizing your T levels. Obviously, like, this is a little bit, you know, geared towards guys, because girls, I mean, you would want to, like, get your T levels right, like, if you're in a certain circumstance, right? But I'm not preaching that for girls, right? I'm not preaching that for girls. I'm saying guys need to get their T levels because they're basically taking on the load. If you're a female, you can obviously also do that too, but I would recommend other ways because these are hormones, right, that we're talking about. But honey, I just take a teaspoon a day, right? A teaspoon in the morning, a teaspoon in the night. And it has a whole plethora of, you know, benefits. But the benefit that I'm raving about right now is increased T levels. I feel more alive, right? I recommended it to one of my guys, my gym buddies, right? And he said, yo, like, obviously I'm gonna take your advice because you're practically where I wanna be, right? Like, physique wise. So anything that you have to say, go ahead, say it, and I'll take it into account. He took it into account, right? I'm gonna go. See, look at that. He took it into account, and he said, yo, I feel stronger, right? Like I'm thinking a little bit different. Like, testosterone is predominantly like a male hormone, right? Testosterone is predominantly a male hormone, right? Just think about it in nature. When you have, like, you know, males, right? Like elephants, walruses, lions, rhinos, right? Specifically, I want to talk about elephants, right? When it's time for mating, right? Right? Competition, you know, I'm trying to get the best of the next man, right? I'm trying to best the next man, right? Like these, like the male bulls, right? I think that's what you call them, elephants, right? The male bulls, like, they're literally leaking from the ears, and they're just, like, you know, I'm not gonna say unstable, right? I mean, I would say unstable because they're animals, they can't control it, right? Like these, like the elephants, like, are ready for battle, right? Because what's the reward? To produce, like, you know, the next offspring, right? To further your genes. Like, this is, like, literally life or death, not just of you, but of your whole lineage, right? So we're animals too. That doesn't just stop at us, right? We're like the greatest creatures that God created. So it's like, we know how to increase our testosterone, right? Those animals, they don't know how to do that. Their testosterone increases or decreases. And if it's increased, you're gonna win. If it's decreased, like, you're more likely to lose, right? But we can, you know, actually optimized for high T levels. And high T levels, it has a whole plethora of benefits. Like you build muscle easier, you're more lean, right? You're more motivated, right? You hop out of bed easy, right? You're competitive. You're not gonna just let somebody get the edge of you. Like you're basically priming your body on a psychological level. Like that's what the hormones do to win. Because like hormones are very, very, very important. It's like hormones dictate how you feel, how you think, right? I'm pretty sure it's a hormone that it gets released to tell your body that you're hungry, right? To tell your body that you're feeling some type of way, like to tell your body this, to tell your body that, right? T levels, testosterone is literally the same shit. Whenever you win, right? Whenever you pull like a hard task off, right? Whenever you win, your T levels just increase. Whenever you complete a task, your T levels just increase. Whenever you do something positive for like completion, right? Or basically like you won or you succeeded, your T levels increase. That should just tell you something in general, right? Right now, my T levels are sitting around 1,000 nanograms per deciliter, right? I would want to even optimize that even more because like people's T levels are low, right? That's why I build muscle so easy. Like I think like I'm just predisposed to have like higher T levels. I don't know if my lifestyle had a role in that, right? Like going to the gym, working out and stuff like that. But yeah, man, like when I was in high school, you could basically look at me and look at somebody else and tell the difference, right? Like I'll probably put up a picture of me in high school. Like I was diesel. I mean, I'm still diesel, but but you guys know what I'm saying. Optimize your T levels, guys, and do it with the one of the first things you can do. Look, I'm gonna give you 2 things that you can do, right, to optimize your T levels today, right? It has a whole bunch of things, but the ones that I want to tell you are this is not organic honey, but you should get organic honey. It's a little expensive, but like this should do for now. A teaspoon in the night, a teaspoon in the day, right? And also just tell yourself you're gonna do something every day and do it, because it's technically a win if you do it, right? It's technically a win, right? So like what I do, it's a win early on in the day. It might not seem like much, but it's teaching yourself discipline, and it's getting your mind in that groove of saying, yo, I'm gonna do something, right? And you do it, right? So get up, make your bed every single day. Don't leave a day out, right? And that's a win. You're gonna be like, yo, I made my bed for a whole week, and you're literally gonna feel it. It's like you're gaining points, You're just gaining points. So yeah, honey increases your testosterone.